Hello, my fellow property managers. Mark at Grace Management. Have you ever been talking to a prospective owner client and you're trying to convince them why they should hire you to manage their property, and then at some point in time something changes and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I don't think I want to work with them now that I know them a little bit more, or now that I've seen the property and the bad condition it's in. So how do you back out of that? Like, how do you say, yeah, I changed my mind? So let me talk about that and offer you some thoughts around that. But before I do, I want to let you know that we have just announced a new offering, a new opportunity for property managers to come visit me. We've done events in the past, we've done coaching, we've done training, I speak at a lot of events. This is going to be something totally different. This is property managers coming to my office to spend 2 days with me and my team to see exactly how we do things. So if you have any interest in that, jump on our pmbuild.com website, go over to the events tab. We're calling it Visit Grace. Visit Grace. We have a couple different dates on there. You'll find all the information. Love to have you out there. It's only going to be 10 people per event that come out there, so we can do one-on-one, small group, intimate conversations, send you away with everything we have, help you fix any problems you're having. So jump on the website there. Okay, so we've just passed Valentine's Day. In honor of Valentine's Day, you may have remembered this old love poem, I guess. It is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful because sometimes we think, and the romantics and the poets think, I would rather love someone and get burned by them than to have never loved them at all, because the love outweighs the burn and the pain that came after that. Yeah. So what about in the property management industry? See, I don't think this is true at all. Is it better to have worked with an owner client and had a great little run only to have lost that love and then it gets ugly? I don't think so. I think a more apt poem in honor of Valentine's Day for our owner clients when we're considering this type of thing would be this. One of my favorite poems: hell hath no fury like a property owner scorned. If you have worked with a property owner and something goes wrong, you screw up, they get crazy, something goes really, really wrong and they get scorned, that gets really bad really fast, doesn't it? Some of the wisest decisions we have made over the course of years in business is saying no to prospective owner clients who may want to work with us when we determine it's not going to be a good fit, and it could be for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's just a bad property, maybe they have unrealistic expectations. So how do we avoid that? Don't you wish with some of your owner clients you're working with now, you're like, I should have said no to them a long time ago. Now I feel myself trapped because I have to work with them. So let me offer you a couple thoughts working through this process. Number one is this. We want to look for the initial signs and red flags in talking to prospective owners. We've talked a lot about that on other videos. You can go back and watch that. The red flags, the red signs. The red signs? Sure, red signs. As you're talking to a prospective owner client that, this might not be a good fit. Their expectations aren't accurate. They're not willing to trust me. They don't view me as the expert. They're just difficult to work with. So we have to pay attention to that. What are those red flags? So let's pretend you're in that conversation. You're selling yourself and, yeah, we could do a great job for you. And, oh, yeah, I'm this and I'm that. I can help you with this. And then something suddenly over the course of a few things, you're thinking, oh, gosh, I changed my mind. But I've been selling myself. How do I flip from, please choose me, to, yeah, I don't think this is going to work? Well, let me offer you a couple specific suggestions. First of all, be a professional. Be a professional. What that means is you don't want to just ghost them. Okay? And I see too many property managers doing this. We're like, I don't want to be mean, so I just won't return their call. Or I'll tell them I'll get back to them and I just won't. Don't do that. That looks so unprofessional. That's not the right way to say no, is just to go crawl in a hole and hope that they will call you twice, 3, 4 times. And if you just don't return their call enough times, they'll just go away. Because maybe they will just go away, but they're going to think you're a flake. Be a professional. Okay? You are a professional. So that we have to remember that as part of this. So here's a couple options of things you could say to them to maybe ease out of the situation. How about this? I don't believe we would be a good fit for what you're looking for. It's kind of it's not you, it's me, right? I don't think we're going to be able to provide the level of service you're expecting. Mr. Owner. So you can say this. This is a professional thing to say. You're not telling them you don't like them, or you don't like their attitude, or you don't like their property. You're simply saying that I don't believe we would be a good fit for what you're looking for. Because they're telling you, well, I want you to call me for all maintenance. I want you to make sure you don't spend a dime on anything before you check with me. You better not place a tenant in here before I can see their credit report. And you're like, oh, red flag, red flag, red flag. You know what? I don't think we'd be a good fit for what you're looking for. That's an option. Here's another one. Oh, wait, before I say the other one, I want to thank the sponsor for this video, Enterprise Bank and Trust. One of the best decisions we ever made was switching from our little local community bank to Enterprise Bank and Trust. They've got earnings credit. They are experts in the PM industry. They know trust accounting inside and out. If you're worried about your banking, these are the experts. Like, this is who I highly, highly, highly recommend you use. We use them. We've used them for years. Love them, love them, love them. If you're not familiar with them, jump on their website, reach out to Allison DeSaro. She can set you up to make sure your trust accounting is proper and protected within your company. I promise you, you will thank me if you move your trust accounting over to them, and you're welcome. Okay, next one. How about this? You know, I would not want to begin working together only to have you upset or disappointed in how we operate. This is a similar take on what I said earlier. Again, it's not you. You're not bad. I don't want to disappoint you. I wouldn't want us to begin working together. So when they say, well, I want you to do this and I want you to do that, I wouldn't want us to begin working, because that's really not how we operate. So I wouldn't want us to begin working together only to have us not do that thing that you're asking us to do that's kind of outside our normal scope of services, and then you're disappointed in us. That's not how we operate. I wouldn't want you to be upset down the road. So it's probably best if you just go find a different property manager who can manage the property in the way that you are envisioning. See, that's pretty soft, isn't it? That's pretty soft. Okay, here's another one. Now this is a little bit harsher, right? They're like not taking no for an answer. No. I just want you to change the way you're doing it and still manage my property. Honestly, our business is really designed for owner clients who want to be fully hands-off. That's a really good one if you're trying to just draw a hard cut, because very few owner clients are going to be like, yes, I want to be fully hands-off. If they're the kind of people that we're talking about here, this is going to be the one that they're like, oh yeah, well, I do want to be more involved. I understand that. Our process, our business is really designed for owner clients who want to be fully hands-off. So I don't think we'd be a good fit for each other that way. So hopefully that will give you a few suggestions, a few ideas, because my friends, it is much, much better to say no on the front end, even if you're uncomfortable doing it, rather than get bullied into managing a property for an owner that you're only going to come to regret, and it's going to cause you headaches and hassles down the road. Because remember the poem. That's right. Get it tattooed on your arm. Hell hath no fury like a property owner. Scored. Okay, so just as a reminder, would love to have you come visit our company. Come visit me in Denver. Jump on our pmbuild.com if you want to visit us. All sorts of resources on pmbuild.com. You can look at our forms packages, our systems, our coaching, our video, whatever you want to see. See you in 2 weeks. Until then, I wish you success, my friends.